Child, it is being alleged that Offset turned down Cardi B's $10 million divorce settlement because he said that he built her brand and he deserves half. So the post says, Offset allegedly turns down Cardi B's $10 million divorce settlement offer. I built her brand, I deserve half. A source said Offset feels used, he built the brand with her, now he wants his cut. Cardi's team is getting ready to drop receipts to prove she built her empire on her own. If I was Offset, I would just take the $10 million and go. He already owes $2 million to the IRS. That's probably why he wants more than $10 million, because if he pays the IRS the money that he owes them, he's down to $8 million. But like I said, he owes the IRS $2 million, and Cardi B already talked about how she's going to fight for her money because Offset wants her to pay his taxes, and he also wants one of her homes.
No, I'm legally separated. The only reason why I'm still married is because somebody wants me to pay for the taxes. Y'all want to know the tea? The only way I can get out of my marriage is if I pay for somebody else's taxes, even though I pay for my own, and give them one of my properties. I'm fighting for that. I'm gonna fight for that.
Well, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on Offset allegedly turning down Cardi B's $10 million divorce settlement offer. So moving on, the circus is continuing. I mean, Blueface has only been out for, 3 days? So anyways, Chrisean Rock is out here accusing Jaidyn of asking Blueface for money and taking his kids away. And then Jaidyn responds and said that she is just bitter and she needs to take notes on parenting. So Chrisean says, Jaidyn, I don't know what's up with you, but watch your mouth. I don't want to see you in harm's way all because of your bitter and sour heart. Carlissa not even showing the messages between her and Blue, like how you took his kids from him just to ask for $1,000 through her. He just got out. He don't gotta give you nothing. How you take a man's kids, then turn around and ask him for money right after he comes home? 2 years in prison. Chrisean continues and says he took us out on his last, and y'all know he's never really on his last, but that's not the point. It's just bitter and evil behavior. Before Blue left, he left Jaidyn with a career, a car, and his chains. He didn't even have to do that for me, and I still showed up that first year. Even when I gave up, I can still appreciate that he never held it against me and still wanted to be a daddy to Sonny. So Jaidyn responded to Chrisean and said, Chrisean, I know you're coming down and now you want to process things 3 days later, but thank you for putting a threat in writing. I never asked him or nobody for money the entire time he been gone. Please show me the messages where I did. You still asking to stay on people's couch. Your kid using toys and furniture I brought over there after all this time. Me and him haven't spoken before after he got out. I know you want me to be bitter because in your heart you envious that you gotta bark at the door to be let in and God opens doors for me. I would be mad too. That might explain why you was trying to put my kids on live more than you posted your own kid. Envy. Bitter would have been me saying they couldn't go at all. I came and got my kids because an incompetent person was around without my consent or presence, but what or how our parents should never be your main concern when you should be taking notes. Jaidyn continues and says, pretty and petty as F. This dumb broad said I was asking for money when she the one that told us they had to put on his ish. What the helly? I got actual things to do today. Have a blessed day, everyone. So then next thing you know, Blueface enters the chat and then he says, when you do time, you will never forget who left you there. If either of them think they could ever get back with me under one roof, they high off D-word and basketballs. So Chrisean chimes back in and says, y'all ain't gonna see me at all unless I see change in Blue, his mama, and everything that come with that side. I'm standing dolo. It's too much fight. It's too much lame stuff going on. I got no motives. I just came as I am. But check this out. Y'all getting clouded the F out. It's crazy how I just wanted my son to see his daddy when they had cameras, so I just whipped mine out. There was no real interaction with anyone, to be honest. Nothing over there genuinely for my son. Too many politics and resentment from the past. Got to put that Blueface tweeted this and basically said he don't care about D and P behavior. The only thing he cares about is holding the ninja that's incarcerated down, and basically nobody did that. He said it literally cost $300 a month to go to the store and nobody did that for him. And the next thing you know, Chrisean says Blue playing both sides. First he watching him go out of pocket and ain't say nothing. Then when my baby showed that he can stand on his own, he's saying, oh, now he's standing. Boy, stop playing with me, B-word. He ain't standing because of you being home for 24 hours, B. That's me working with him day in and day out off camera. Y'all don't know what my son, y'all want the benefits that comes with him, and that's clout. F the whole side, F Blueface, F blah blah. She basically said F the whole side over there, okay?
My son. What's up, Sonny? You standing up all by yourself.
Sean claps back at Blueface and says, B, I left a cheating A ninja. The F I look like paying your bills and you cheating a little ninja, get them B's to do it, B. She then said this ninja stummed me out for saying whatever, bigot. She then says my back's still messed up and she posted the bruise, but I'm not gonna post it on YouTube for YouTube reasons. Anyways, Blueface then tweets and says that last tweet made my stomach hurt all over again. $300 a month. I thought I was for sure good for that at the least. He then says Chrisean looked out for me more than Jaidyn though, just to keep it all the way 100. That's why I halfway respect her, got probably a good 7-8 months out of her, and I appreciate it, but Jaidyn basically effed off on the first week. He then says, I remember one day I ran out of store, obviously eating heavy to gain, so I got $25 candy bag, which cost $50 in jail currency. So I called Jaidyn and said, hey, can you send me $50 cash out for me? She said, I can't, I need it for gas. I haven't spoken to her since then. So Chrisean was still talking. She was basically talking about how Blueface never apologized for the things that he did to her and Chrisean Jr. For instance, when he posted the whole hernia situation on Twitter. She then says, DDG pulled up, yeah, he your friend, but I know it hurt to see someone that you F with pull up with the camera, but no money. mean, Zeus Network have you on live but can't pay you for your time on that live. Everyone that pulled up don't even know you need to get back on your feet. I gave you what I had. It wasn't much, but still gave it because I know you need that. Ish, even though I effed up money, I still understood what you need. Everyone pulled up with no real love. It don't cost nothing to keep it real. Everyone that pulled up took from you. And she basically talked about how everybody is basically using Blueface since he just got out of prison. Blueface ended up tweeting about how he left Jaidyn with $90,000 and she just blew it. He said, when I turned myself in, I gave Jaidyn $90,000, told her to sit still. She decided to do other things, that's fine though. Obviously the money ran out, so she said she needed some ASAP. I called Lemmy, told him give $125,000 for the season off my relationship with the network, so she was supposed to give me $30K of that and kept it to herself. So Jaidyn Alexis came back to Twitter because she took a little break. She said she was busy and had things to do, and she's the only person that's coming with receipts. So she posted this and it says weekly packages up until he said to stop because Krishan was getting mad, LMFAO. And as you guys can see, she was sending him some packages. She also had money for his lawyer. She said she was paying for his lawyer until he effed it up by having contraband in his cell. She also tweeted and said he left me with $40K, a $10K rent, and a $2,100 car note. Told me not to work and sit at home, even though I left this behind in December 2023. He told me rent was covered for 6 months, his original time, and 4 months in he said, you're gonna have to start paying rent. I actually only paid 4 months. No problem. I did that, and he gets caught with contraband, turned 6 months into 2 years, so I kept working. Then March 2025, found out behind my back he was effing one of my friends and one of his close friends' baby mamas. So yeah, MF, it's F you. I ain't asked for nothing while you was in there and ain't asked for you for ish now. Put down the pipe, cause the only one smoked out is y'all. So Jaidyn is basically saying that, hey, he said he paid for the rent for 6 months, but it was only 4 months. He was found with contraband in his jail cell, then turned 6 months into 2 years in prison. Not only that, she found out that he was sleeping with one of her close friends and one of his friends' baby mama. So after that, she was just done with the whole situation. And at this point, you can tell that Jaidyn Alexis is just fed up with the whole situation. She says, sorry you couldn't get your M&Ms. I was buying Happy Meals. She then says, Ninja crying over chocolate and nuts. It's weird over here, cause she then says you gotta bark to get that weekly store. So she's just tired of Blueface. I mean, like she just said, she found out while he was in jail that he was sleeping with her best friend behind her back and also one of his friends' baby mamas. So yeah, she's just